Innovation pays off.
Hi guys, this is Devhuti Lakhey. I'm a professional communication designer from National Institute of Fashion Technology, Mumbai. Former head special projects at BBC Good Food India. And currently I work as a freelance independent designer, an artist and a photographer. I am truly honored to have had this opportunity to connect with you guys and share my insights. And I really hope they help you as they have helped me. Also, I really hope everyone's safe and healthy and doing well at their homes. So, today I wanted to talk to you guys about a topic that has vastly influenced my life in aspects that I would have never imagined I needed to look into. But before we get into it, I would really like to start by telling you guys a story that has inspired me through years and showed me to new perspectives to look through life and handle work and do my art. So 3 years ago I was exhibiting my photographs in an exhibition here in India, and it was my first exhibition, and believe me, I was pretty nervous about it. So I was properly dressed, and I was hiding my anxiety. And I was standing in front of my own photographs and I was looking at them. I guess I was trying to judge its worth. And a lady came and stood beside me. And we both were looking at the photographs in this awkward silence. She was middle-aged, tall, and really beautifully dressed in a sari. And while looking at the photographs, she said to me that people usually take artists to be those who have colors spilled all over their clothes, and they have really undone workspaces with brushes and canvases lying here and there. But I truly feel that a true artist is a one who treats himself as a work of art. A person who treats life as a blank canvas and works on it, or a person who finds art in every aspect of life, may it be through paints or capturing moments in photographs like these, or making beautiful tunes. Don't you think? I was already so nervous about being there in that environment, and I was actually taken aback by the depth of that thought. And she looked at me and she complimented me for my photograph, and she told me to put up a smile and be happy and proud of what I had done. But most importantly, what she told me was to own up to my own art. So essentially here, one person's story, visual or verbal, offers us hope, knowledge and empowerment. We have been making art since the dawn of time, literally thousands of years ago, 40,000 to be precise, and it's in our revolutionary DNA. Throughout time and space, art has provided humans an exciting way to express ourselves, to contemplate rough times in our lives as we are facing them right now, or to make sense of life, those heartbreaks, those love, the emotions that we feel, the trauma. We have been doing art through ages, like from the stone ages to the modern times right now, like from carvings and paintings on caves to doing mixed media paintings and doodling on canvases and putting it in our museums. Sure, the mediums have changed, but essentially the motive behind doing art has still remained the same. Yeah. So today I'm reminded of this incident by looking at these challenging times that we all are going through as a whole, as a collective. And believe me, in my opinion, I think it's the best time to rethink on how we perceive things, right? So I would really want to talk and touch base on what art means as a therapeutic medium to us, how art is a means of therapy to help bring peace and happiness and satisfaction in all of the tough times that we all are going through. So believe me, I've come across through my work and with different projects and my workshops, I've come across so many people that perceive art and artists to be people who are just confined to paints and sketching, and it's not true in my opinion. If you actually think about it, art is one of the broadest subject to explore because it's not defined by any mediums, right? Like you can pick up a brush and paints and make some art, or it can be through singing or like dancing or cooking or playing an instrument, or as simple as dressing yourself up, doing your own hair, to doing your own makeup, or to more complex things like maybe writing poems or stories, or the list can go on and on. but the whole point beneath all is that an artist lies exploring the creative side inside of us, right? So it's about redefining this misconception that we hold inside of us, that art can be anything and it should be everything which helps us explore ourselves, right? From our feelings to our stories, to our experiences, through very simple means of expression, through simple lines, through colors, shapes, coming together as we apply our personal meaning to it. It can be as simple as that. So saying all of this, believe me, I've had my own struggles reconnecting with art, like because of this fast-paced digital life that we live in. It's very easy to lose our roots and forget our passions and our hobbies, working 10 to 11 hours a day and being really mentally and physically tired, with having no energy and time to invest in ourselves. This continuous bombarding of news and being restricted in close environments, the mind and body loses its engagement and it becomes really hard to make sense of it all. Look around, everyone has something to worry about, something to do, some work to do, some studies or whatever. It's like a race. And I don't say it in a negative aspect. It's like I've been a part of it. I'm still a part of it, and we all are. But it's essential to acknowledge it and still find a way to, find time for ourselves. So the point here is we all have been through it at some point. But wait for a second and think about it. Do you remember your childhood? Picking up a big crayon and drawing, sometimes on a page, and sometimes your wall became your pages. But it felt good, right? In a lot of my workshops with small kids, if you observe them through the process, they just want to play with the colors, draw different things that they remember from their memory, different skies and different shades of water and whatnot. They just want to share their stories with you, chat with you and draw. And when they do that, they aren't afraid of being judged or being, by the thought of what people would talk about them. They just want to express through their art. And to think about it, it's actually a really beautiful thing. I feel it's the pure power of self-expression that I learn from them every time. The motive behind every aspect of art is, I feel, being successful in your own self-expression, and not doing it to please people or say to gain likes on your social media or to get praises from people. The whole point of doing it is to express yourself, your own emotions through your art, to let your own art speak, because your options are endless and your choices and your mediums are endless. So, coming to the main point here, what do I mean when I say art therapy? As the term goes, art therapy is a practice that helps us as individuals and groups and communities to heal mentally as well as emotionally, because it's equally important to look inside as it is to look outside of us. And we forget that in this whole noise that we live in. But it's a safe expression of our inner self, because believe me, it's sometimes words are really hard to communicate. So sure, art therapy as it goes is a clinical practice, as all psychological mental therapies go. But as an artist, I feel in times like these, when there's chaos around us and we are restricted and we are confined to spaces, and to make the most of what we've got, to make the most of the time we've got, I guess it's very essential to learn to help ourselves and to feel better and happy about what we have, and moreover what we can do with what we have. So art as a subject, it can be very subjective. The painting here behind me, like I'd done this wall painting 2 years ago, and for me it may be symbolizing hope, but for some of you it could mean duality in two colors, or like for some it could simply mean a representation of nature, but to you it could mean something completely different, and that is completely fine. Your image, your art is yours. So what it means is that you have the control over what you need to express without questioning it, without being needed to answer anyone. Art is just a way to support your expression, your thought, and to give it a physical medium to feel and to make feel. So if you feel sad, take a paper and scribble your sadness away maybe. Or if you feel happy, you pick up your paints and splash them, or dance on your favorite song and, make the most of it. You don't have to be great at it in the first go. You don't have to pick up an instrument and play it as a professional would do, or pick up your brushes and paint and make an art piece or a masterpiece. It can be as simple as drawing crooked lines and making mountains and a sun and playing a simple lullaby maybe. But what matters at the end, at the core, is how you feel while doing it, without self-judgment. So how this works is that not only that you're able to physically release your emotions through art mediums, pairing with your own motives and emotions and intentions, but you're able to release that which is needed to be released. May it be positive emotions or may it be negative emotions, it's your personal aspect. And believe me, your emotions and your experiences are yours. No one can take it from you. So believe me, we are sometimes at a loss, even I am, especially in tough times like these, with what to do with ourselves, with the time that we have. But I personally feel that arts and creative outlets are a way to heal and reframe and to relate, And I believe it belongs to every facet of the wellness model and every paradigm of the mental health. Because expressing it all is what keeps us together, It keeps us connected. We have a lot of options and a lot of tools of transformation. And by saying this, I'm actually reminded of a quote which goes like, the change starts from within, within us. Looking around at every day and finding beauty and trying to inculcate in our lives is what brings out the change, what brings out the happiness and the satisfaction of being where you are. Yeah. So I invite you all actually to reevaluate your own perspective, how you express, imagine, and perceive things. Imagine going back to your inner 5-year-old and you would be telling them that you have no time, you don't have time for art, that you have not made art in months and years. I know myself, I would have been really furious at that kid. So baby steps, I guess, to playing your favorite song, to picking up those chalks and your drawing books, and to play and to doodle. And moreover, to honor the stories in your own life, like, however you may need to express them. Because remember that however hard these times might be, and believe me, working from home can be really mundane and boring, remember that you can have fun. that you have it, that we have it inside of us to feel happy and to be grateful for what we have now, and most importantly, to explore the artist inside of us fearlessly. So I really thank you guys, and I really hope it has helped you in some or the other way. And be safe and take care. Thank you.